We always hear about the red flags in relationship, but what about the green ones?
Yes. What about the green one?
You know, those little things that show you're really with someone amazing. In today's podcast, we're talking about the good stuff.
Yes.
The stuff that really makes love strong and fun.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Hey, Blissful friends, welcome back to the Blissology Podcast,
where we break down everything related to love, to marriage, to relationship, with the goal of creating more bliss and less stress.
That's right. I am your girl, your host, Cece. As always, I'm joined with my husband. Hey, babe.
Hey, everybody, this is Will, and thank you for joining us today. Once again, it's always a pleasure to have you with us. If this is your first time tuning into our podcast, this is a weekly podcast where we bring you inspiring, relatable, and relevant content every Saturday.
That's right. And we are fully in the month of December. It
course.
is here. Like, this is the first Saturday, right? Yeah, a full week, y'all. A full week.
Yes.
A full week of December.
Yeah, I'm feeling merry. The Christmas jingles are like all up in my head here.
I can see that. So what's going on, babe? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. My throat is a little itchy today, but I think I'm good. I still have my energy, and hopefully I'm not catching cold. It's been cold here lately. So as always, everybody, before we get into today's topic, we always want to share our blissful moment, which is either something that happened to us or something that we did.
So what's going on?
What's going on? What's
see. Your blissful moments, sir?
My blissful moments. Yes, we've been having a lot of Thanksgiving leftover. Finally, we wrapped up the last bit of it last Wednesday.
Listen, this is what happened.
And I came home on Thursday, and Cece wasn't home. She went to her parents.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like stuff on the table, and I got a text that says, "Honey, I made dinner. It's all on the table. Serve yourself." And I took the cover. I'm like, man, this woman was on a mission.
Well,
yes. So she made sure that I had stuff to eat in there. But I do appreciate it though.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I was like, man, should I have some of that? Or should I have some of this? Mm-hmm. Should I have some of that? So I find myself take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. But it was good. I mean, I ate and as always, good spices and
good stuff.
Yes. But yeah, that was blissful. I appreciate it when you come home and
I wasn't home.
Yeah, you weren't home. You went to your parents.
You got your hair cut after a long day.
I went and got me a haircut, and I did one more errand. I stopped by the grocery store, pick up some stuff because that's kind of when I do my stuff. While I'm out, I get the stuff I need. When I get home, I'm home.
Yeah.
And coming home and have the house to myself, which is always a good thing for a few minutes though, and then I start missing them.
Oh.
Yes, but yeah, she hooked me up with some fresh food.
I did.
It's always a good thing.
Listen, I did.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I put on my jacket and it feels a little tight around the arm.
Okay. It's not me. It's the Thanksgiving food that you've been having. That's what it is.
It felt a little tight around the arm.
Yeah, it's the,
my brother always says that when you eat like this, you gotta burn it off. I don't think I've been burning them off.
You haven't. It's been cold.
I think I've been packing my Thanksgiving meal and keeping them with me.
Probably Christmas because it's cold. Because I feel like when it's cold, people don't go out and do workout stuff.
Yeah, some of us don't. I can't blame it on the weather. I don't think I was working.
I blame it on the weather. Okay.
Yes, but yeah. So that was my moment. Mm-hmm. I appreciate the things you do every day.
Oh, thank you.
Give me reasons to always come home. Yes. Not just the food though. It's always a pleasure walking into these doors and the kids welcome me and then she comes and welcomes me as well.
The kids have a way of welcoming you. Like, with the jackets and the lunch bag and the,
computer bag.
Computer bag.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, listen, what can I say? I'm blessed.
That's right.
I am blessed.
That's right.
Blessed. Well, thank you. And always, we're so glad that you guys join us. And today's, I know we're going to be talking about relationship green flags. You don't hear people talk about these things a whole lot.
You
we talk about the red flags, the things you need to keep out for. If they're doing this, they're no good. You hear all about that.
Yeah.
But you don't hear about the good stuff.
Yeah.
The things that we should look out for, the things that we should appreciate in that person when we come across them. The things that are important to building a healthy in a thriving relationship. So
That's
today, that's
right.
what we're going to talk about. Those
Yes.
good
Listen,
things.
we always hear the red flag this, red flag that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Red flag here and there, right? We barely hear the green flags. But we do have a lot of green flags in our relationship.
Of course, you feeding me, that's one of them. So, green flag aren't just about someone treating you nice.
Like me feeding you?
Well, that's a little bit beyond that. But, they're deeper, sometimes less noticeable sign that you found someone that's truly good for you. Mm-hmm. And today, that's what we're going to break down. We're going to go over some of those things that you need to pay attention to, appreciate in that person. And if they're there, that's a keeper.
That's right. Green flags are those positive things in relationship. I mean, of course, obviously, right? It's green flags. Green, go, great. Your man is doing good. Your girl is doing good. The positive things in your relationship that show that you're with someone who's strong and solid.
Well, yeah, you feel like you feel like you're in good hands. Someone's got your back.
Right.
Someone's looking out for your best interest.
All right, babe. Mm-hmm. Let's start by defining what we really mean about green flags.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
We hear green flags. Green is go. We good. You got good stuff going on. Green is always good to me because green
positive.
is money.
It's positive.
It's money.
Well, in this case of it is money, but it's a good thing. It's the positive thing.
Yes. It's like you with someone who's strong and solid. Like someone you with that
now,
person.
You mean solid in terms of rough?
You in good hands. Like the Allstate guy said, you in good hands. And I think, as far as for me, one of my favorite green flag is when my husband here, okay, when you actually follows through, like when he say he's going to do something, he actually do it. No buffing, no fluffing, no ghosting, no excuses about it. He actually get it done.
I try to be honest with myself, but yes.
Yeah, that's a green flag. Like you follow through, you get it done.
And if I miss something, I'm not going to make excuses. I missed it.
Yeah.
And how do I do better?
Yeah, and you always look for ways to do better.
Yes, and that's a big one. I think people shouldn't lie to themselves, and you shouldn't lie to the person that you're with. If you screw up, you screw up. Another one is how you handle problems. If you can have a disagreement without turning it into a drama king or a drama queen.
I know I'm not a drama queen.
That's a major win.
Sure is.
Because if you don't find yourself fighting over every little thing, that's a win. And that's a green flag. If you can disagree, but you can have a grown-up conversation and come to some kind of conclusion. Yes. I may be the one who's right in this case, but you're not upset just because I'm right. Or you may be the one who's right, and I don't hate you because you're right.
Yeah, and that's called maturity too.
Absolutely. So, this is how you know that you're with someone who's in it for the long run.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Now let's spill some tea on the green flags.
Okay, don't wet the green flag now.
That I feel like a lot of people don't notice.
Okay.
Right?
Which one is that?
Okay, let's talk about it, baby. It's like when your partner support your dreams.
Okay, support.
Right?
That's always a good thing.
That's major. Because not everyone has a partner that support their dreams or their goals, whatever they want to do in life. And it's a major key for me when you with someone, like you support my dreams. And I think we both support each other.
Oh, yes, we do it. And, the biggest thing when it comes to dream supporting is even if it doesn't quite make sense, do your best to be there.
Yes.
And I think, that allows your partner to see, you know what? This person's got my back.
Yes.
This is important to me. They may not quite get it, but they're doing the best to see if they can help me get there.
Right.
And that's so important because if you say you're with someone that you're growing together, you're building a life together, but you can't find it in yourself to support some of the things that's important to them. Then what's the point of being together?
Let me tell you something. This man over here always hype me up. Okay.
Of course.
I need you to. He always hype me up.
I'm invested in you. I gotta hype you up.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, my ideas could be like way out there, but my man is going to be like, you know what? I believe in you, babe. You can't do it.
Listen, I believe in trying things and I believe in, none of us have a crystal ball to know exactly what needs to happen.
Correct.
If you have an idea, if it's not something that's going to hurt you, let's go out and give it a try.
Yeah.
There's many great things we enjoy right now. They came out of ideas that no one thought would work.
Right. True.
So yes, if I can support her, I'm on it. Because when she's good, I'm good. And listen, I do love seeing you excited about things. If there's something you want to do, I want you to be excited. I want to be there to help you get there. And if you love it, I'm on it.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's a two-way street. As you mentioned, I know you've been supporting me and obviously giving me honest feedback.
Yeah.
This woman can give me like real honest feedback. She'll call me out. And then I do appreciate it because sometimes some of us can be full of ourselves and don't see where our flaws are. And you need someone to call you out.
Right.
And I do appreciate it.
And I think it's the same for me too.
Yeah, of course. And I have to try not be so harsh because she does have, emotions.
I'm a woman. I have emotions all over.
Yeah, so I have to be very, very strategic as to how I position things. But I think so far we've got our methods down.
I think we do.
Yeah. But support is important.
Yes.
You have to support your partner.
Yes.
And support them. That doesn't mean that you see a crazy idea. No. The idea can come up. We can sit and we talk about it. Maybe we'll find a best way of implementing it. I'll tell you, Cece would have ideas and we're saying, okay, you want to do this? Let's see how we can do this. So maybe that's not quite this you want. Maybe it's this. And then together we come into something that we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely agree with you, babe. I think, green flags are important. And I think for me, I truly appreciate when you apologize, when they know they're wrong, when my man know he's wrong, and I do apologize when I know I'm wrong.
Did I say you don't apologize?
Why are you laughing? I feel like there's a smirk.
I'm just feeling myself. Listen, she's grown. There used to be a time when she had never done anything wrong. There used to be a time, and I have to be honest, that everything she did was always right. But in the recent years, she realized that she does have some flaws and she can apologize.
I do have a lot of flaws.
Yes.
And I've been doing well since 2020.
Hey, listen, I do appreciate it. Listen, I don't like being right.
Yeah.
Because if I'm always right, we have a problem.
We have a problem.
Yes.
Yes. And I know for me, it's never my way or the highway.
No. There used to be a time it used to.
Oh, my goodness.
That's honest truth.
Okay.
There used to be a time. Hey, listen, Cece is strong in her opinion and stuff. I am. I know sometimes her opinions may seem like it's a command.
Okay.
it's a truth.
Okay.
But we
does that have to do with what you said to me the other day? Like if you were someone that didn't have thick skin, you probably would have felt some type of way about the things that we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
But you know what? When you're with someone, there's certain things you've learned to understand.
Yeah.
And you know that there's no ill intent behind them.
Yeah.
And this is where people, I think, yes, apologizing is important, but you have to understand who you're with.
Yes.
And you have to really learn to understand their intentions.
Right.
Now, some people are evil in their nature.
Yeah.
They will just do things that hurt you.
Yes.
But some people would do things to encourage you. And sometimes we need to hear the truth. Because many of us, we look in the mirror, but we don't see ourselves.
Yeah.
We just see what we would like to see, but we don't see the real us.
Right.
So sometimes we need someone to tell us, hey, listen, you should do something. Right? Now, some of us can take it, and we have to be very careful of others because you have to know the person you're with. Otherwise, you can cause chaos.
Trouble. And I think accountability is important.
Oh, yes.
It is important both ways. Not just, me hold you accountable. It's important for you to hold me accountable too. And that's how we grow, right?
Oh, yes.
That's how we grow, and that's how we gonna get more greens than red flags.
Oh yes, in fact, that applies to not just your personal life. In fact, I was looking at, the year coming, and how do I hold myself more accountable, not just to my family, but in my career, in my business. How do I build in some accountability to make sure that the things that I want done gets done?
Right.
And it's important. And if you're with someone early on, you realize that they already have that aspect, that component in themselves that they can hold themselves accountable.
Yeah.
Or they holding you accountable when things those are because this person will make sure that you do what you're supposed to do. And there's no ifs, no buts, no excuses. You're going to get it done.
You're going to get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how we grow again, because you got to get it done.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm going to talk about this. I'm very emotional. I'm very, very emotional. For those of you who know me, you know I'm very, very emotional.
Oh, yes, I know that.
Let's talk about emotional availability, okay? Let's talk about it, babe. Because I need you to understand my feelings.
Listen, hey, I understand. Cece and I, we've been together for years. And for someone who's just met, that may be different. But understand who you're with. Yes. And sometimes you have to be available emotionally to support them.
Right.
There are times saying the harshest thing may not be the right time because you can crush that person's emotions, that person's feeling, that person's self-esteem. Mm-hmm. But be there for them emotionally because sometimes they need you emotionally and sometimes they need you to be able to put that soft glove and address issues with that. That doesn't mean you're going to let things go wrong, but you're going to be there to support, to correct, and to fix stuff. But be there emotionally because your partner will need you emotionally.
Yes.
And that's where it comes to being able to discuss some of the fears that you may be facing, some of the things that are stressful.
We've had us talk.
Some of the anxieties that you may be experiencing, some of the dreams that you want to achieve, and maybe you're running into obstacles.
Right.
Put yourself in a position to be vulnerable because at that time, if that person's really there for you, they'll be there to support you.
Yeah, I think that's important. A lot of you guys don't think that it's important, but I think it's so important. Having someone who's there to hear you, to see you, right? Emotionally, mentally, physically, that's major. And I think you doing better now because in the past you would just like brush me off if I bring it up.
Well, listen, I can move on pretty quickly, but I understand now. But at the same time, I want the ladies to understand that us men, we have emotions, we have fears. There are things that although we are being brought up in a society where we are not to display those things, but we experience all those feelings as well. Yeah. So if your men manage to get some strength and come and open to you, be there for them as well.
Absolutely.
Because during that time, they need you.
Right. And that's major.
Oh, yes.
That's major. When your man is pouring out his heart. I mean, not like us, lady. We be boo-hoo all the time.
If your man come crying to you, then your man, if your man show up crying.
Because, they're constantly thinking of ways to grow the family, ways financially, emotionally to be there. Because there is a lot going on in a man's world, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they don't want to show their emotion side.
We're supposed to be strong.
And I always tell my husband, I want you to be that boohoo man sometimes. If you feel like you need to cry, just let me know. It's never going to happen because it's just not him. But I told him countless times, when you feel a certain way or when you feel the load is heavy, it's okay to lean on someone and talk about what's going on. But
I've been opening up more about stuff.
You have been.
I have. And if you're in your relationship, you can do this and your person can open up to you. You can open up to them.
That's major. Because men are like brick. They very like brick. It's hard to break through them. It really is hard. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard. But I'll add another one in terms of green flag. In this one, people tend to overlook it. How do you treat people? How the person that you would treat people. And sometimes it's, even if they don't have to be nice to that person, they still treat them with respect.
Sure.
I'm talking about you at the restaurant. The waiter may have issues, but you still treat them with respect. Maybe you at the grocery store, the cashier's acting a fool. You still treat them with respect. Because when someone's like this, you have character.
Sure. It's funny that you talk about this because I think sometime last week, the kids and I, we were getting ready to put them to bed. And then you were like, because we ask each other every night, what are you doing this week or this month that you do different or grateful for? I know one thing you said is for you to be nicer or to be nice to people.
No, I want to be kind.
And the girls say, Daddy, but you're already kind. And we all looked at him like, what are you talking about?
Well, I wanted to make sure I make the distinction between being nice and being kind.
Okay.
When we're nice, we literally say exactly what people want to hear because we want to make them feel good.
Okay.
kind, I'm going to be honest with you, but I'll be honest with you, not in a disrespectful way, but I'm going to tell you, maybe you may not want it to hear it, but it's something that you need to hear.
Okay.
I'm still going to respect you. I'm still going to treat you with the most respect that I could. But if you screwed up on something, I'm going to tell you. Or if you come and you tell me all that shenanigans that I don't want to hear, I'm going to tell you right now, this is not the time. I'm not going to sit here and keep smiling at you and hearing you dumping your crap on me. That's what I mean. I want to be kinder. I think I'm kind already, but not nice. Because I think niceness put us in a position where people just take you and do whatever they want with you.
Yeah, like a flip-flop.
Yes, I don't want to do that. Now I think I'm nice to a lot of people.
Everyone.
I've done a lot of things that are nice things to do. I want to change that. In fact, I want 2024 to be the last year that I'm actually that nice person. I'm going to be kind to people. I'm not switching where I become a jack. You guys know what? No, but I'm going to be honest with people.
Okay.
If you come to me and I cannot do something for you, I'm not going to find ways to say yes. If I cannot, I'm not available. I'm not available.
Right.
That's okay. You dealt with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what I meant is that I want to be kinder and be less nice.
Okay. Got it.
I just want to clarify that.
We'll see if that's going to happen.
But it's good to be nice. This is not me saying that. It's good to, and I mean nice in a way that someone may have acted up. You didn't act back up. Say if I'm in a place and someone is acting up, I'm not just gonna go right back and do the same thing you're doing.
Yeah.
If you were doing something for me and I just handled it and I'm going my way, I may never do anything else with you. I may never interact with you. And you know, I know we talked briefly about respect as I was going over my spiel on being kind, but I think setting boundaries without making the person that you're with guilty is important as well.
Yes.
You know, if someone honors your need for space and support, your decision making without making you feel back, without making you feel bad, without giving you pushback.
Yes.
That's a green flag.
That is a green flag. Yes.
You know, because if you have certain things that's off limit, I must respect that. I don't have to make you feel guilty that you don't want to do that stuff.
Right.
That's you.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yes.
And I think also we got to mention, you know, someone who's got some humor.
Listen, let me tell y'all something about humor, okay? This man cracked me up last weekend. Was it last weekend podcast?
What did I do?
You made me laugh so hard.
I don't recall what I did.
You don't recall, but I'm gonna tell you, you made me laugh so hard. And I'm not bad. We gotta upload those bloopers because you've been making me laugh when we're recording, and it doesn't happen all the time. But when it does happen, I just can't help myself to just like.
Oh, that's a swimming thing. Now
Yes.
I remember. Listen, sometimes I do unusual things at this table.
You do. Listen, behind the scene, y'all, there's a lot happening sometimes, you know, before we hit record. And this man be cracking me up. But it's great to have someone, you know, who's funny. Like, I know sometimes you be taking things very seriously, but there's times where you be let loose and let it be.
Life is short.
Yes.
You know, as we get older, we're realizing how short life is. And sometimes I think we take things way too seriously. We're missing the moment.
Yes.
Right? Yes. I've done silly stuff.
Yes.
And yes, she sometimes can't stop laughing. And I went right along with her and laugh. And listen, if we can laugh at ourselves.
And you're like, babe, listen, we got to wrap it up, babe. Stop laughing.
Of course.
You know, when you hear stop laughing and then your little giggle is like, keep laughing and keep going at it.
You know, I think that swimming thing, I was still doing the swimming thing and she was just laughing.
Don't bring it up because I'm going to laugh again.
Okay, so no. But yes, it's good to find humor in the things you do. Mm-hmm. That allows you to laugh. And I think they said laughter keep you younger.
Yes.
So why not?
Yes, it sure does. It sure does. And I think it's important to being with someone who celebrate you all the time, whether if it's a big accomplishment or small wins.
Yeah. You
know, because you know how I feel about, you know, we got to do something. Let's just toast to a small celebration, a small wins or whatever it is. It's great to feel like, you know, you're with someone who appreciate you and see, hey, I see you put in the work. I'm not jealous of your accomplishment.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not a competition.
Listen, we don't compete with each other. We just have fun with each other.
The thing about us, we Capricorn, we don't envy I don't.
What? I don't either. I just do my thing.
We don't. We sometimes be our own competition because we like competing with our own selves.
Listen,
my husband,
like sis mentioned, our goal is to see tomorrow. I want to be a bit better than I was today.
Yes.
Now the neighbor could be doing what they're doing.
Yes.
That's on them.
Yes.
Other family members could be doing what they're doing.
Yes.
I'm happy for them.
Yes.
I don't envy anyone. I just want to say, okay, today I'm here.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I want to be here. What can I do today to be here?
Right.
But just from where I was.
Yeah.
To an end. See, I'm fortunate enough that Cece is the same thing.
Yeah, we very much alike. And I am so happy and grateful for the way that we are. We don't envy anyone else's life. We don't competing with other people's life with what they have. We just be in our own lane. Let's put it that way. We literally in our own lane. We're not looking back at the rearview mirror. We're just focusing on our own lane, pretty much. If anyone else needs help, then of course we're gonna be helping and do what we need to do. But however, be constantly where we were competing with other people. It's nothing
that's not how we function here.
That's not how we function here.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we always there for each other.
Always.
Through a good time
and
a tough time. And I think that's one of the things that keeps relationship together.
Yeah, sure.
I tell you, there's some people that are willing to throw in the towel when things gets tough, especially these days. Things are rough. They're just willing to call it a quit.
Yeah, they are.
If you're with someone who's willing to be there for you when things are tough, when everything seems gloomy, you can't see the light down the tunnel, but this person's still there with you, you know you are with someone who's in it for the long haul.
You're in good hands.
Someone who's going to walk through the rain with you, be in the sun with you, wherever you are, they're there with you.
Yes, you are in good hands. It's important.
Listen, Cece's been with me despite all my crazy things. Me swimming in the podcast. She's there and we can laugh. And listen, we can laugh. It doesn't matter what's happening. We'll find little things to do.
Yes, we do.
To entertain us. Yes, we've had moments where we get pissed at each other. Believe me, we're not always giggling and so forth. But you know what? We can be upset at each other, but we're still going to sleep on the same bed. Still going to do things that people normally do.
Okay, baby. All right, you guys. Let's go. Listen, enough with him.
We've covered a lot of the green flags. You know, those things to look for in the people that you're with.
Yes.
But, you know, let's talk about how to recognize them in your relationship.
Yes.
It's about watching what people do, not just what they say.
There's
a lot of people that talks a great game.
Great talk, amount of talk.
But their actions are completely the opposite.
Yeah.
So actions always speaks louder than word.
Always. So I think my husband's tired of me saying him all the time.
In that case, I'm with you. Actions always speak louder than words.
Always. Listen, if someone say they're low key chilling, but flips out on you when you say something very tiny,
they're just saying low key.
They're just saying right.
Yeah. So it's important to watch what people do, and that's how you'll discover. Are they really who you expect them to be? Right. Because someone could talk again a great deal, but their actions is what's going to help you determine, is that the right person for me? So if you're single, don't settle for someone who's just okay. Pay attention to how they make you feel. Right. Whether their actions align with these green flags we've talked about. Look for those little things that shows that they value you. They respect you and they invested in your growth as much as they invested in their own growth. Yeah. And if you're in a relationship, this is your reminder to nurture those green flags. If they exist in your relationship, do the best you can to keep them going. Right. It's not just about spotting them. It's about keeping them alive.
Right.
Because these green flags, if you're not nurturing them, yes, they may be there, but eventually they'll go away. So stay on top of them.
Yes, I definitely agree. You got to stay on top of the green flags, right? Yeah. It's important. It's important because just like we're picking out ladies, we are looking for the red flags. We also, if we keep looking for the red flags, we're never going to find someone. Listen, we have a few questions from our listeners. Okay, it's been a minute since we get some questions. But we got 2 today from our listeners. So let's go ahead and read the first one. Babe, how do you know if a green flag is real or just an act? Okay.
Some people are good at acting.
They sure are, especially nowadays, y'all.
I'll say time will tell. You know, real green flags, you know, those traits that are part of this people's character.
Yeah.
They don't fade.
Yeah.
Like, I'm naturally a nice person.
You are naturally born.
I may try to be mean, but
it's not in your
naturally a nice person. Now, although I'm going to try to be more kind and less nice, but I'm naturally that. So when that's part of you, they don't fade. So if you're with someone long enough, you start seeing some inconsistency in how they handle things. And, you know, they stay solid when things gets tough. If those traits, those characters you've seen in this person, when things are rough and that person's still acting the same way,
right?
Yes, you know that they're good.
Yeah, and let me say this too. Okay, fake green flags crumble under pressure.
Of course.
Okay, they crumble under pressure, but the real ones, they hold it together. They hold it down, okay?
And you got to pay attention to the actions as well.
Yeah.
You just mentioned some people would tell you things that they know you want to hear.
Right.
Look at how they act. If it's real, what they say will be a direct match of how they act.
Yeah. Yep, that's true. Now, let me ask you for the next question. What if my relationship didn't have any green flags at first, but it's better now?
Well, if it's better now, it's a good thing.
Why you worry about it?
Listen, anything can change. You know, everyone can potentially change.
Yes.
If you got with someone, something attracted you to that person. It may not be a bunch of green flag, and maybe you just had a good time. But if you got with this person to start out with, something brought you together.
Yeah.
And you can grow.
Yeah.
You can absolutely grow.
Yeah.
So yes, it may not have been what you expected it to be, but something was there. And obviously through what you do, because relationship takes work. It takes effort for you to get it to where you want it to be. So if you started out, but now you have it, more power to you.
Yeah.
You know, just keep doing what you're doing.
That's right.
And obviously, I know we talked about celebrate little, small wins earlier.
Yes.
If you're not doing this, do this more, because that will be one more thing that will help you continue to build that confidence, that joy, all these little things that will make your partner value you even more.
Yep, that's true. Progress over perfection.
Absolutely.
Right.
I believe if we have something and it's not quite where we are, but we know that we're getting better.
Right.
I'd rather have you do this than to every day wake up and expect it to be perfect.
To be perfect, yes. Yes. No.
Listen, you may never get to that perfection, but I'll tell you, in a year from now, you'll be a lot better.
A lot better.
Than where you are.
A lot better. Mentally, a lot better.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. We've been talking about a whole lot today, but I want to leave you with this. Green flag are what makes relationship feel safe, feel fun, and then make it worth it. They're not about grand gestures. They're the little things that show people you really care.
Yes.
Whether you dating or you married like Cece and I, or you just trying to figure it out, pay attention to the sign and make sure you're showing up as one too. Because if you're expecting that in the person that you're with, you got to make sure that you're bringing that in yourself.
Right.
Because remember, a relationship always takes two.
Yes.
If you expect them to do it, you better be doing it yourself.
That's right.
Because when both people are bringing green flags to the table, that's when the magic happens.
That's right.
Cece and I, we've been bringing green flags, and maybe one gray flag here and there, but we've been bringing green flags.
Gray flags.
For some years now, and we're living in harmony. you know, and we want to continue to live this way and set the right example for our children whom we're raising.
That's right.
So, you know, this is us, and we'd like to hear from you guys. So we'll appreciate it if you leave us some comments and tell us about some of the green flag you've noticed or you've experienced in your own relationship.
Yes.
Or the ones that you'd like to see.
Yes.
You know, we'd like to keep this conversation going. I think it's important, especially during this holiday season.
Yes.
A lot of people are getting together because there's a lot of gathering. What do you expect? People gets together. So listen, so yes, please leave us some comments. We appreciate it.
That's right. Listen, baby, you preaching, honey. You preaching.
I know.
Okay.
And listen, that's it for today. If you're feeling this episode, hit the subscribe button. And again, leave us a comment. We appreciate it. Share it with whoever you think this may be beneficial to. So until next Saturday, peace.
Bye.